So the Persona 3 remake has been leaked. Looks like all the rumors were true that P3 was going to get a remake. And I'm quite happy about that personally. It was my personal choice of which game should be remade because I know Persona 1 and 2 aren't going to be remade. Atlus refuses to acknowledge them. 4 and 3 is the older one out of 2. In my opinion, I think you should always remake the older game because obviously it's been more time from present day to then, and gaming has changed so much since the initial release. So I'm quite excited for 3 to be remade. And the trailer was leaked by Atlus. Somebody pressed the upload button too early. Apparently it's going to be shown off at the showcase that's supposed to be on Sunday, which I think at the time of this recording is today at some point. So yeah, somebody definitely got fired for that one. But the trailer looks amazing. Everything, the music sounds great. The trailer, like the in-game graphics, seems to be using Persona 5's game engine. The menus seem to look flashy and cool as always. This game looks so much fun. I can't wait to try it out personally. The only thing that I could see me being worried about is, so the thing with Persona 3 specifically is there's Persona 3, Persona 3 Fest, and then Persona 3 Portable. And each one is different from the other. So you have the initial release from way back when, Persona 3. Normal, your initial release standard version of the game. And you have Persona 3 Fest, which has a whole new dungeon and area at the very end of the game. Disclaimer, I never played 3 because I believe the rumors that we're going to get a remake, so I just wanted to wait. So yeah, but yeah, apparently there's this whole big dungeon at the very end of the game, a new playable character, something like that. So yeah, but then Persona 3 Portable has a female protagonist, but it doesn't have the last dungeon or whatever that Festival has. But then with the female protagonist, you have different confidants. The story's a bit different because you picked a female character. So each version of the game has something that the one doesn't. So there's no standard version of the game. Like for example, how Persona 4 has Golden and how Persona 5 has Royal, the definitive versions of those games. The Golden and Royal equivalents have everything that the standard version has. But Persona 3 doesn't. Each version has something that the other one is missing. And I don't want Atlus to not include the stuff that Portable and Festival have. Because, how do I put it? So Festival has that whole extra part at the end of the game. I would want to see that obviously remade as well, even though I don't necessarily know what it is or what's happening. But even for the people that don't know, it'd be great to see. And then for the ones that have played, I assume they'll want to see that also be remade. And then for Portable, having the female protagonist, the new cutscenes, different confidants and stuff, I don't think it'd be that difficult to do anyways. It's literally just a female palette swap and then probably changing a few lines and stuff and having different confidants. Doesn't seem to be something too difficult that they would have to do. But Atlus does make pretty bizarre decisions. They don't necessarily do something you think they should do or would do that makes the most sense. Something they just hit you something out of left field. That's something completely bizarre that makes no sense in doing. So I could see them just having Persona 3 remade and that's it, nothing from Festival or Portable, which I think would be a mistake. I think they should have stuff from both games. Have the final dungeon or whatever it is at the end of the game, and then at the beginning of the game, have them pick male or female, and then obviously whichever one you pick, the story plays out with whichever avatar you picked. I don't think it should be too difficult in my opinion. So yeah, that's my whole take on the Persona 3 Remake, Persona 3 Reload seems to be the working title for it. It's coming out early 2024 like the trailer says. But another point I wanted to make was, so now that we have Persona 3 Remake confirmed, coming out early 2024, what does this mean for Persona 6? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm hyped for Persona 3, but I really want to see a Persona 6 soon. But I don't think that's gonna be the case, because the original came out Persona 5 2016 if I'm not wrong, and that it's been a long time. That's, I wanna say 6-7 years if I'm not wrong, counting off the top of my head, since Persona 5's initial release. So that's quite a bit of time since a new mainline Persona. So I'm curious how far along Persona 6 is in development and when we're first gonna see our initial look at the game. Because obviously they're not gonna show Persona 6 if Persona 3 has yet to be released. So I'm curious if that's like 2025 or 2026 or even later. And as if later, that's gonna be insane. Because if it's 2026, it'll be a decade since the original Persona 5 release, which is insane. Like, long amount of time. The last time I think I saw a game do that, a 10-year development cycle, was FF15, which was originally was FF. What was the title for it? Final Fantasy Versus 13. That's what it was. The original title for that. But obviously that had this whole ordeal, bunch of development chaos happened. But back to Persona. So yeah, I'm curious where Persona 6 lies in all this from the announcement of P3 Remake, where that leaves Persona 6 and whenever the public will get to see it. But yeah, I think the game just looks amazing. I'm very excited for it. I really don't have much complaints other than the one I initially made of how they're gonna sort out all the versions of the game, if they're just gonna combine and make this the definitive edition. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for hearing me out. Till next time, see ya.